Hello and welcome. We are going to cover Chapter 2, Developing Marketing Strategies and Plan. Continuing with the next topic, and this is the fourth video lecture of the chapter. So, in the last lecture, we have just got to know about the business mission, the external and internal environment, the goal formulation. In this lecture, we are going to know about what is strategy formulation, program formulation, implementation, and feedback control. So coming on to the strategic formulation, goal indicates what a business units want to achieve, whereas strategy is a game plan for getting there. Every business must design a strategy for achieving its goal, consisting of marketing strategy, compatible technology strategy, as well as sourcing strategy. So everything is needed. The strategy is needed to fulfill the goal. Michael Porter has, proposed three generic strategies that provide a good starting point for the strategic thinking. That is overall cost leadership, differentiation, and focus. So, talking about the overall cost leadership, wherein in this case, the firm works out to achieve the lowest production and distribution cost so that they can underprice competitors and win market share. So, if the product price of the product is less, then people will automatically buy from your company or take your brand. Coming on to the differentiation, it is like the product or service which a company is producing. It's pretty new and it's not offered by any other company. So it's a very, a very standing as a outlier kind of thing. Nobody else is giving, and it's like it has own monopoly kind of thing. We can take example of an iPhone, wherein when there were a lot of Android phone, the iPhone changed the landscape of communication, and the product which they were, they're producing, nobody else were doing it, and that with that differentiation, they were able to churn more money out from the pocket of the consumer as compared to any other company, right? The last one is a focus, wherein it says that the business focuses on one or more narrow market segments, get to know them immediately, and pursue either cost leadership or differentiation within the target segment. So, focus is something where the company is mainly standing and what is their point of uh, you know uh, achievement, or where they want to stand themselves out. It's all about focus. Now, Porter draws a distinction between operational effectiveness and the strategy. So, competitors can, quickly copy the operational effective using the benchmarking and other tools, thus diminishing the advantage of operational effectiveness. However, strategy, on the other hand, is a creation of a unique and valuable position involving different set of activities. So, in companies, many companies or competitors of a company can really copy the operational thing, but it's very hard to copy the strategy because when strategy is all about creating a unique and valuable position, which is very hard to copy. Now, coming on to the strategic alliances, as the name suggests, alliance is something when two more bodies come together to fulfill one goal. And strategic alliances, when things are moving in a very strategic direction, right? It's very organized. So, a well-managed alliance allow companies to obtain a greater sales impact at a lower cost. So when this thing is there, so then the sales will be more and at a very lower cost. So they are like a four kind of alliances, strategic alliances, which we can list this. First is the product or cost service alliance, the promotional alliances, the logistic alliances, and the pricing collaboration alliances. So all these alliances also help company to place their foot on the international levels, like company like Starbucks. When they come to India, when they have come to India, they were not, working independently. They were just collaborated. They were strategic alliance with the Tata Group. So without the Tata Group, the company would not have been, surviving in the Indian market. So it's like a strategic alliances, right? Now, to keep their strategic alliances thriving, corporations have begun to develop organizational structures to support them, and many have come to view the ability to form and manage partnership as core skills, which is called partnership relationship management. It's all about having collaborative and companionship in getting things done and to provide value to the customer, and at the end of the day to gain profit, right? So now we have got to know about the strategy, what it's all about. Now the other thing is about program formulation and implementation. So, even a great marketing strategy can be sabotaged by a poor implementation. So, okay, great plans and great ideas are there, but if there is no implementation or poor implementation, then the idea is not, it's not worth it. Like thing because things are not happening in the real life. If a unit has decided to attain technological leadership, it must strengthen its R&D department, gather technological intelligence, develop leading edge products, train its technical sales force, and communicate its technological leadership. So if some company has taken a niche into, for example, technology, wherein we are talking about, then they have to work on the technological part to the core extent that they are the best in the town and the best in the country, and they're known for it, and they must invest in there, right? And also, at the end of the day, there should be an hardcore implementation part. If somebody says, for example, that okay, we have this strategy from XYZ person, and if the strategy is not being followed, then there is no meaning of that because it's not being into implementation phase. The last one is feedback and control. So, it's a very generalized thing that if some strategy or some ideas is being, implemented, incorporated, or being thought of. So there are pros and cons of everything. There must be some side effect of it. So, it's something that, people should take care of what goes wrong, and they should also uh, be heads up to listen to people, like how they're feeling, how the things are moving, and at the same time they should control it, right? So it's a very huge topic to be discussed about, but we all know, as the feedback suggests, and control, it's a very basic thing which any system uh, goes with it. It's a part of implementation process. At the last, there is a concept called marketing plan. So we will be going through it in a detail and much later. So marketing plan is a short of, written document that summarizes what the marketer has learned about the marketplace and indicates how the firm plans to reach its marketing objective. It's something which is written down, right? It contains tactical guidelines for the marketing program and financial allocation over the planning period. It also have, the financial aspects of it, which it's something, as I say, it says that marketing plan is something which is documented, right, well written, and it helps in the implementation process of the marketing. A marketing plan is, one of the most important output of the marketing process, and it provides a direction and focus for a brand, product, or the company. It informs and motivates the key constituents inside and outside an organization about its marketing goal and how these can be achieved. So it's like a hard copy of thing, a visual thing, which goes on while the implementation of the marketing plan or what goes on into the marketing. But there is a shortcoming of it. The most frequently shortcoming which is cited is that the marketing plan which any organization make, or let's say any marketing executive make, they lack the concept or the thing called realism, because they doesn't stick to the point that they are really going to implement it. It is far from reality. They list very hardcore goal goals to achieve it, which scrambles down. Sometimes the marketing plan is insufficient. Competitive analysis, like things are written very less, and are short run in focus also, like it doesn't go for a long run thing. So marketing plan should be something, should be agile, it should go for a long run, it should be far sighted, right? I think these are some of the points for this chapter. I hope you understand, and for any queries, just feel free to write me on the description box, on the comment section. Sorry. Thank you.